Hey everybody, how you
Hey,
doing, Rick?
Andrew. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Happy Thanksgiving to you all.
Yes, yes. So it's gonna be fun today. A little Firefly Thanksgiving, Adobe Firefly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a lot to be thankful for. Firefly 3 is just amazingly better than it's
Yeah,
ever been before. And there's new things coming too. You probably heard about the preview of generating video using Firefly.
yeah. I can't wait for that. I've signed up for that. So
Can you
just a
explain to
reminder,
me what Firefly is? Because I think a lot of people misconstrue it as a standalone application, which
right,
it kind of is, but it's more than that, right?
right. But just a quick reminder, everyone, you're here for Adobe Firefly Thanksgiving with me, Andrew Kavanagh, and my friend Rick McCawley. So yes, going over all the different Firefly features related to the theme of Thanksgiving. So
Awesome.
yeah. Now, question I have is, so the previous preview version was Firefly 3, and then they released Firefly 3. Any difference that you see between the preview version and the released one?
Yeah, a lot better detail, and more prompt coherent. That's kind of the biggest thing is, do you get what you ask for? So
Right.
if you ask for pictures of dogs playing poker and enjoying Thanksgiving, are you going to get that? So
That
that's
sounds like
kind
a
of what
hint of what's one of the images today.
a little pre-shadowing there of what we're about to do. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think the cool thing about Firefly, and so that people kind of get the idea of it, it's Adobe's ecosystem for all generative AI. It has the overall name of Firefly. So
Right.
if you're in Photoshop and you're generating, extending the frame, or you're generating content inside the frame, you're using the engine of Firefly. That's what
Right.
drives generation.
Good point. Good point.
So when video, which has been announced officially by Adobe Max, so it's no big secret. It's just a question of when and how good it's going to be. It's going to be amazing. I've
Yep.
seen some previews, but yeah. So all these things get better as one of the coolest things about Adobe is they've trained ethically on stuff that they own. So it's their property,
Right.
it's their stock photography, it's their
The content authenticity initiative.
yeah, so that's actually something I'm working on myself, but it's kind of two parts, right? So the content authenticity was created originally because things like the New York Times and photographers, and I was a photographer 15 years as a photojournalist, you couldn't depend that that photograph was real. And with AI, oh my God, the fake videos and fake news are just rampant. So they
Right.
took it upon themselves as like a gift to humanity, really, I got to tell you. It's
Sure.
amazing. The content authenticity says even Nikon and Leica and Canon and Sony have all implemented it in their brand new cameras. So when you click the shutter, it gets fingerprinted with your name on it.
Right.
And then that goes through the content authenticity. So if you go into Photoshop, you extend the palette, that gets put in what's called a provenance list.
Sure.
So you get adds this information. So the content credentials can also be used, which is an offshoot of proving this is fact-based journalism. So they went into all the social media and made deals with everybody, Facebook and everybody. So if a New York Times image and story and audio perhaps gets put together, gets a fingerprint of owned by the New York Times, copyrighted by them, and it shows up somewhere and there's something wrong with it and the fingerprint doesn't match, guess what? Facebook says, this is not the original.
Right.
So imagine that same thing happens
Well,
for
before we
content
get
creators.
too down the rabbit
Yeah,
hole of
yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
let's jump into. Do you want to click on your tab for Firefly? I see that you have we have the view
Gotcha.
up. Okay, good. So then I'll share your screen and let you jump right in. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. So
So
there's
this
your
is
front.
just a little bit of Firefly, and you can see that this is the text to image part of it. Also realize that these are
The
images
gallery.
created by other people. In fact, Andrew, you've been featured here a couple times, huh?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun.
I wonder if we could actually find you in here. I don't know if you can find
I
somebody in here.
haven't submitted for a while though, so maybe.
Okay.
But if you
So I kind
scroll
of I kind
down,
of like
who knows?
I kind of like this image. And so what it does is somebody else has done this. So here's what I do is I always do something different, right? So I want this to be not minimalism. So let's take a look at
Well,
the
and to clarify, what he did was he clicked on it, and then it gives you the prompt, so then he can tweak it.
yeah.
So yeah,
So this
pretty
is
quick
called the
here.
gallery. This means that everybody who creates some images, and do realize when you're creating in the public space, You know, you can share or you can not share. So it's your choice. But if you really like something, actually, I kind of like this one, right? By clicking on it, it pulls up the prompt that they use. So whimsical blue deer made of crystals playing in the ice forest, shiny and delicate. So one of the interesting things about content credentials, and perhaps we'll get to a deeper dive on this later, but let's have some fun first, right?
Maybe pull that over and then just hit the word hide. So pull that over and then don't
Ah,
do stop sharing. Just no,
there we
pull it to the middle and then just
Oh,
hit the
okay.
word hide. So it goes
Gotcha.
away.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, cool.
All right. So we got this great one. And then what can we do with it? We can change the model. So you can actually use the older model too if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it. It's much better the way it is now. The content type, you can say, you know what? I want to make this look like a photograph. Okay. So it adds this little photo decal at the bottom. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of small and circling it there, right? Then you go down to the composition. He says, well, hey, if I've got a picture that I already know I like the looks of it, I could actually upload a picture if I had one of a deer, if I want to browse a gallery of different styles. So let's see. What we're looking at here is a reference image, and we probably don't want to do that. If you want abstract versus photography, let me go for photography, and let's try this cat picture. So it's going to load that picture up right there, composition reference. It's going to make it look like a photograph, and I can keep going down. So this left panel basically says, how do I want to, the content type is photographic, composition is sort of like this, and then we have style. So we can go into styles, and there's tons of those as well. So what kind of style? Ooh, wow. Ooh, a magical forest. Maybe this would be kind of fun. You know what? I'm going to take off the composition because composition is really structure, and this is not a cat. If I had a picture of a real deer, I might want to use that as a structure reference. But in this case, I want the style that's kind of that whimsical thing.
And do let people know about what the sliders do as well.
Yeah. So if I want it to be referencing this photograph of this astronaut down here as a style reference, I have both visual intensity and strength of the style. And you can click on that. It says adjust the strength of style matching and effects with a single control. Okay. So that's how much it's going to do it. In fact, you know what? Why don't we just take those two things so we're kind of understanding what's happening here and go ahead and try that prompt out. Now, since I set it to 16 by 9, I'm going to get horizontal pictures. I'm going to get 4 of them. A new feature they have is you can go into fast mode and you get super fast. Ooh, my goodness. There we go.
Neon's cool.
I'm going to like that. Which one do you like? 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're all pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm going to go with this one. Just now, when you click on that star, it's putting it into your favorite. So you can take a look at it next time you come in here. The other ones are kind of go away. You can download it. So it's going to download that picture to your hard drive. Kind of nice thing about the download also. And let me see if I can pull up the downloads folder. There we go. And there's my picture. So take a look at the quality of this. I mean, this is gorgeous. Now, this is at the high resolution. So just a brand new tool that they just came out with is the ability to actually go to fast mode, and then you can generate really, really quickly. Now, how I use it practically is I'll come in here and I'll kind of sketch, right, in fast mode. And when I get what I want, then I'll say, you know what? I want to do this again. I want to copy it to my library. I can move it over to Adobe Express. Now, this is really cool. So imagine that you're designing an advertisement for your company and you like this picture and you want to use it as part of it. You can actually jump right from here over to Adobe Express. And I'm going to just pop over there just to show you what this looks like. In Adobe Express, that image comes in, and then you can design a business card. Looks like it's not going to work for me today, but that's fine. You get the idea. Yeah. When you get over there, you do a business card. You can put animation to it. You can make this jump through hoops, everything, right? And we can edit this, and we can go in here and do generative fill. We can generate similar. That's what I'm going to do real quick. So I want something just like that. It's going to quickly generate 4 more with slight variations. Kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, it's fast too, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the high res version. You saw the quality. It's just extraordinary. Now, what we're doing here is looking for the best iteration. I like the feet off the ground here, so I'm going to star that. I'm going to save it. What I typically do is I come in here, I'll sketch around for a little bit. I also am going to show you real quickly kind of a best practices I would recommend. If you all are out there and you're using any of the generative applications like ChatGPT or Claude or any of those, you can ask it to make a bunch of fun, whimsical pictures for you. So this first one up here, this is a Word document, and I copied and pasted this into it. So that's my prompt. So if you're not great at prompting, go out and ask ChatGPT to kind of do some things for you. So let's move on to the next picture. I'm going to put in what I just asked for, and it's photo quality I'm looking for. I do want widescreen still, photo quality. I don't really want to use any reference pictures. Oh, you know what I want to do is take a look at this down here. These are the photo angle shots. How about shot from above? Let's see what that looks like. So it's a 3D Thanksgiving table shot from above is the only difference I really added in the panel of options on the left. I can do special effects and make this into a 3D plastic turkey. Kind of curious what this looks like. Okay, so that's different than what I got before. So just as a reference, that's what I got. Shot from above didn't quite have all the weight that I thought it would, to be honest with you.
It's not really that elevated view.
Yeah, but it does have some nice foliage out the back that I didn't have before. So I'm definitely thinking that's a keeper for me. Okay, let's see what
else. And then do you want to remind people when they like an image, besides downloading it, where can they go to add it to the gallery?
So you have ability to edit it, to do generative fill, create similar, use as a composition reference. That means that if the turkey's right where you want it, and there's people where you want it, and you want to add something, this might be a way to use it as a composition. Composition is the structure. I did this myself with my face. I just did a headshot. And then I said, make me into a monkey, make me into a cat, make me into a dog. The composition means my face structure is going to be there, but then, of course, I'm going to be a puppet, a dog, or whatever I design, right? You can add text to it, again, over in Adobe Express, and you can add shapes and graphics and turn it into a social media post. So Firefly is the beginning, potentially. I'm teach graphic design for the last 25 years. The coolest thing is this is a Swiss Army knife of capabilities. I mean, it's a multi-tool. That's the proper word. I don't want to use Swiss Army, get in trouble with the Swiss Army or whatever. But it's a multi-tool. So we can take this as our starting point and then generate an ad and then do whatever we want to it.
And then the bottom right, the bottom right is where you would click where it looks like an upload icon.
Yes.
That's where you would submit it to.
I'm sorry, that's exactly what you're saying. So copy to my library, copy a link to the image. So if you want to share with a friend, you can share it here and then save to my library. It's going to put in my Adobe library of stuff that I've done.
But I don't see the submit to gallery option though.
I think the heart shape or the star shape gives you that. Okay. So if I look at my, let's see, where's my apps and my files? And here's stuff I've done before. Let's see, where are the pictures?
And this is in his Adobe Creative Cloud app.
Right. Should be in there. Some new pictures that I did.
Your library.
And it takes a minute, might take a minute before it's actually populating there because I cleared out my old account and kind of did this. So that little star right there adds it to your favorites. Where are you going to find your favorites? I believe, where is your favorites? Let me see if I can locate my favorites. I could have sworn it was right here. We'll have to find that a little bit later on.
Yeah. Oop. So you're back to the main page.
Yep. I'm all over the place here. Yeah, it's been a long week. So I'm finally in finals.
Well, you get to relax for Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. So let me try one more, and then I'll hand it over to you, Andrew. How about that?
Cool.
Let's get something funny.
Just real
So,
quick, I wanted to say hello to friends who are watching. So first is Tiger Luke. Good to see you here. Happy Turkey Day, Adobe friends. Andrea's here. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Teach. And
hey, there she
Rose is
is.
here. Hi, Andrew and Rick from Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for being
Wow.
here.
Well, we get people from all over. Andrew, you're pretty popular, buddy.
And Roz is here. And then she's reminding us that Google says you can only generate 25 images on the free account. Otherwise, you need to pay for Firefly. Is that true?
That sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
But I think that's probably like, probably per day and it gets regenerated, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. As far as I know. Anybody correct me on that because I don't want to be quoted as saying
And
something.
that sounds like a very limited amount because I know that if you go up to the top right, that where your account is, Rick,
Uh-huh.
click there. It shows that you have, almost 500 credits left. So
Yeah.
you
So
know,
a generation is all 4 pictures, just so we're clear
that
about
too.
this.
Yeah.
And I think if you go, I think when it told me if I was going in fast mode, it cost less. So if you're trying to conserve for a half price, you just click this little fast mode. Let me do the same generation just to show you what you end up with that case, right? So I'm
And then
going
you would
to
only, and then after fast mode, if there's one of them that you like, you could then up res it, correct?
exactly. So if in this case, I don't know if the turkey thing was going to work out. You can see these are ugly turkeys. But if I go back to my previous one, and luckily, look what I can do. I can see across my timeline exactly what I've done today.
That's cool.
So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's
So
a new feature, right?
this is what a high res looks like. So that's not bad. Little funky
The
on the
eyes are weird.
eyeball there. Yeah. So what could we do? Could we go in there and save it to our library? Yeah, we could do that. We could download it. Can we edit it? Yes. And we
So
could
that's
do
bringing it into
what?
Express.
Generative fill. All right. Let's see what that looks like. So know that eyeball that I just looked at? And it's using the same keyboard shortcuts as Photoshop does, which is left and right bracket. Now I'm going to go in here and it's going to take out that eyeball because you don't want an eyeball in the middle of his beak. And then we're going to generate. That's a real simple one, but you can see right within Firefly, we now have some amazing capabilities. Now I happen to hate the neck there. Oh, it looks like it put something weird in. Oh, there we go. It gives you 3 options. This is just like Photoshop, right? Remember, Firefly is the engine underneath Photoshop. So we're doing the same stuff and I could do more, but I got rid of that. So I'm going to keep that one. And then now I can download this as a fresh item. No worries. Let me go back to download and I could share with my friends, however I want to go. Then I go back to generating more pictures. Oops. Let me go back into.
So Andrea was making a good point. She says that she cautions her students who have the free account because they can use those credits up in one setting.
Yeah. Yeah. When you sit down, I typically go in and I prepare by creating a Word document. That way, I've got some pretty good stuff. For schools, it's super inexpensive, just so you know, to get full accounts. If you're a high school, maybe not getting the entire Creative Cloud account, but there is separate parts where you can get something like this. This is kind of disturbing. It's supposed to be a turkey, I swear.
Alligators Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, I'm in Florida, so I got to represent, right?
Represent.
And I'll show you before I turn it over to you. Here's some stuff I did earlier, just kind of playing around. So I was, of course, I did. Oops. This is a Florida postcard I designed for. It's supposed
His
to say
face is a little scary, but the rest is
yeah.
very well done.
And again, I can go into Photoshop and get this right. I mean, this is supposed to be a graphic designer preparing ads for advertising for Thanksgiving. That's kind of fun. So I did a bunch of these. I uploaded a structure picture of that Florida postcard, and then I added this prompt. So you can see this prompt got interpreted by the structure of the postcard, and I ended up with this wacky thing.
Cool.
So, you're not always going to get exactly what you want, but sometimes you get what you need, right? Look at how gorgeous that is. I'm ready to eat.
Yep.
Anybody else already started with Thanksgiving? Who's got a turkey in the oven, buddy? Yeah. So there's a lot of fun you can have. I recommend using something like a free chat GPT to say, hey, need 10 prompts that, and then go as specific as you can. I want cats involved. I want dogs involved. I want it to be a Florida gator kind of thing, you know?
Sure.
So then you end up with really cool results like
That's
this.
cool. Yeah.
Poker playing dogs so like, go for the wackiest thing.
Can I jump in a little bit?
Yeah. Let's turn it over to you, buddy.
You're having all the fun here.
Yeah, your turn.
Okay, so let me just jump back and then it's over. Okay, so yeah, so this is just the default firefly.adobe.com view, which is the gallery. And then you'll see that there's the text image up top that you can click to go back, or just at the bottom, it says prompt, describe your image. So I'm going to paste. So not to scare Andrea, but I wanted to give a little bit of a surreal twist on Thanksgiving. So a family with Thanksgiving dinner with a large scary turkey monster in the middle, 50s style illustration.
Oh, that's fun.
And I'm going to hit generate. And then, of course, it defaults. I wish they would give you the option before you go into this view that you can choose your aspect ratio. I also want it to be art and the visual intensity.
Oh,
so these are kind of cool, though. So,
that's awesome. Scary as heck eyes. Oh, there you go.
All right. So if you like it, top right, download. It reminds you can bring it into Express. These are funny, though.
Yeah, an extra cool thing when you download, the title of the document is your prompt. So if you're looking for old stuff you did, it's kind of a nice thing to have.
That's right. So if I go exactly that. So if I go to, I have a thing called Trickster, which is really great to find anything that you've just downloaded. And he is correct. It says Firefly family with Thanksgiving dinner. So it always puts the name Firefly in the front, which is good. So you know that you generated in Firefly. Now, the one thing I'm curious about the most with this is images look pretty cool, but I also generated another image using the Leonardo AI app. So I want to see if I use that as a reference. So as a content or composition reference, I'm going to go over here and just hit upload image, navigate to my today folder, and then I have two. Here's one I did and another one. So maybe I'll do this one, the second one. So I choose the second one, and then yes, just reminds me. So now I have a composition reference set to art. And then for the reference, I'm going to pull the slider to the right. So it's a stronger strength. And just hit the generate button on the right side, bottom right. And then it's going to give me 4 new images. And I'm wondering, like, what I'm really curious about is, will it kind of take on a little bit more of this style? It still kind of has that Firefly illustration line drawing style, but it did keep, composition reference. It kept that very similar monster turkey in the middle back. So that's a good one there.
I wonder what it thinks a firefly is, because that's a pretty scary firefly.
What's a firefly?
A firefly is a little bug that has a light.
That's not in the prompt, though. It's a family with Thanksgiving dinner with a large scary turkey.
Oh, scary turkey. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, I was saying that when you download your image, it has the name Firefly in the beginning, which is a nice way to differentiate it from any.
I gotcha. Okay. So you're not working in some other application.
No. There's no Firefly in the prompt. So, but it's pretty cool, so did a pretty good job. And then as Rick showed you, you have all the different kind of effects and themes that you could choose. I'm curious, so I'm going to just click on the layered paper one, and then I'm just going to hit generate again. Not sure if it'll even take that into accordance, but sometimes it completely disregards it, and other times it takes it into account. And
I use the styles and the art effects to kind of have students learn about what those things are. Like paper cut, there's actually a technique where you cut paper and you layer it on top of one another.
It is a different. It didn't really go that far to
that
effect, but it is a different kind of illustration style.
Can
So
we
it's
say how much that influences the end result? Have
uh,
you
what do you mean? Like there's
so the
no
effect, I mean, with the strength for styles, we can say visual intensity and strength up there for styles.
right.
We can't really do that for effects, can we?
Just the strength of style matching. So if I move this to the far
Ah,
right,
okay.
and then that's yeah. So now I move the strength to the far right, and then let's do that again. See if hopefully it'll take in the layered paper
Effect more,
effect.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it did change it to a certain degree. It just didn't really embrace that look.
Gotcha.
So hopefully it will this time around.
Huh.
But I mean, it's fun to play around and see, So.
Yeah, I think that oh, there it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's a bit more kind of flat, kind of
that's
looking.
that's paper though. You see the layers, you see shadows off of it.
Yeah, it's
That
got
is
it's a bit more.
absolutely paper style for sure. That's not so much, but yeah, when you see the shadows right there, that's it.
The faces remind me of Gumby. Remember Gumby?
I'm Gumby, damn it. On Saturday Night Live,
Yeah.
right?
No, it was like a claymation.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. The Gumby Damn It came from Saturday Night Live,
Okay,
and the original Gumby was
original
a
Gumby.
stretchy doll, right?
That's right. It was a
So
blue stretchy doll with those kind of very
when
basic
it
face and
yeah, when it got to Saturday Night Live, it was Saturday Night Live making fun of I'm Gumby, damn it. And it was what's his name? Uh ah,
Mr. Bill.
no, not well, there was Mr. Bill too, but no, it was oh,
Going down
what's
memory lane here.
very famous comedian. He did Beverly Hills Cop. Who
Oh,
am I
Eddie
talking
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, yeah. Eddie Murphy did I'm Gumby, damn it. He dressed up like Gumby and he appeared in front of court. I know
Sweet.
that's it shows how old I am. I just turned 65, so I remember
Oh,
all this old stuff. I remember watching Gumby when it was on TV for the first time on one of 3 channels. So,
I will
yeah,
if you switch your view back to your Firefly, I'll then share your screen, and then
okay.
you can jump
Let
into
me
your
go back.
next.
Oops, hold on. Give me oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
There
Yep,
you are.
I'm
Cool.
ready. So yeah, if you want to get really serious about it, let's see. Let's have some uh turkeys having a picnic party. So I do like the alligators. In fact, I typically go this way. And when I get something I kind of like, but I know there's something wrong with it, I'm going to switch it up. So let's fix this one first, see if we can get it right. So I definitely know I want to go more horizontal. And then Thanksgiving dinner with alligators and flamingos, a formal Thanksgiving dinner table set on the beach, alligators wearing tuxedos, flamingos in fancy dress, and a table. Centerpiece is a massive turkey, with oranges by there we go. Lots of big. I'm going to do capital letters. I don't know that makes a difference, but let's
Sure.
see if that changes up things for us.
So maybe it'd be like the bottom right image, but with a turkey instead of the alligator. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what it does. But that's the kind of thing is if you get something that's not quite right, ooh, this is not bad. Not bad. It's not 16:9 for some odd reason. I'm kind of getting there. Oh, wait, did I change it from?
I think you chose landscape 4:3.
Oh, I did. Okay. So I definitely want to do one more of those. While I'm doing that, I'm going to
It's
go
pretty
grab.
fun though. Pretty fun series.
Yeah, I think it's, and then you go off on a thing, right? So I kind of go in here having a purpose driven attitude. I do a lot of music, so I have a tendency to, yeah, bulldogs playing poker with a turkey at the center. That sounds like a next fun one, right? In fact, oh, this is good. It
Yeah,
still
click
gives
on
me
it so
that
you can see larger.
alligator
Yeah.
in the center. It's just
Crazy.
weird. What'd you say?
No, I was just saying click on it so you can see larger. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me see the bottom right one too then.
I don't know what's going on with that
Whoa,
flamingo.
it's like an alien showed up.
That's just wrong. That's not bad, but man, that turkey is not edible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like an
I think
alligator and a turkey mixed.
right. Yeah. I was
Ignore
going to
that.
make a turducken here today, but I just thought, I don't know what Firefly is going to do with the turducken, and I'm not sure I want to see it. So somebody said in the chat there that they don't. Can they open their eyes now? Oh, here we go. Yeah, we
And you
got
said, I
some
won't look
bulldogs.
until it's safe.
Yeah. Yeah, so not bad. But again, I could go in and fix this eyeglass. I could go in and hit edit, and then generate fill, and then I can fix the eye. So if I really liked it, I have a tendency to go over and use either Magnifique or I use Crea, Krea, for scaling the images, and it will actually fix this kind of stuff. So this is not bad. That's pretty fun. I think I said smoking cigars. I'm not sure if that went through. Did I say in a smoky room? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say. Can I say smoking guitars? Smoking cigars, I mean.
You can try, yeah.
I'm not sure if that's okay with the PG-13 rating of most Firefly generations.
Warning, no smoking.
Yeah, no smoking allowed. The Surgeon General has indicated it's not safe for dogs to be smoking. Oh, there you go. Okay, not bad, actually.
It looks like a couple of them have it. Like that
Yeah.
one doesn't have any, but the third or fourth one does.
Right, let's see. I don't know what that is. It looks like a
pipe,
poker.
strange pipe, yeah.
How about playing pool, maybe?
There we go.
That's not
Except it
bad,
didn't
but it's
admit
coming out of
like his lower jaw.
Okay, so
Still
that's
fun.
fun. Yeah. All right, let's try something completely different. A pregnant winning alligator. No, cat. Oh, here we go. Alligator dressed up. Okay, here we're going to go for a vertical one this time, right? So I'm going to change it to vertical. Do portrait. Okay, photo. I like doing photos because, being a photojournalist, I guess maybe this is my weird way. So this is going to be a anthropomorphic alligator. It's a magical word because it basically says you're turning this animal into a person. There you go. That's it. Now, what I asked for is wearing.
Can you click on it to see larger? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh, that's classic. I think that's a keeper for me.
You hit the right arrow to go through the series. Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, these are pretty
That's
good.
not bad. Ooh.
That's a good one, though. That's a good portrait with the kind of sunset colors in the background behind.
Yeah, so something like this, I definitely would take and download into Photoshop. I would extend the left and right part, right? Yeah, so you're looking for raw material too. You can go over to Adobe Express and actually knock out that background instantly and generate new. I mean, there's so many things you can do. It's just kind of crazy. So if I went back to one of these that I kind of liked, maybe this one, I could go in there and I could edit it and then go on over to Adobe Express.
Well, if you do generative fill now, can you fix the shades on some of the
let's
the left and the right dogs?
And again, you have remove, you have expand. Let's do the
Insert.
expand in a minute. I haven't even tried this one yet. This is cool. All right, so use the left and right brackets right next to your letter P on your keyboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint over this whole thing. And I'm going to put in there, generate sunglasses, dark sunglasses or cheap sunglasses.
Should be good. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to put rose-colored sunglasses.
Yeah, and then the other ones you can say green, dark green sunglasses to match the.
Yeah, I wonder if I can do them all at once. Let me just give it a shot. Again, I've not tried this. We're going out on a high wire act here, but we're trained professionals. Do try this at home. Now it gives you 3 different generations. So hopefully, it looks like they're twin bulldogs pretty much.
Yeah, it's almost flipped, right?
Oh, that's not bad.
Well, I like the fact that it did make them different because I was going to say you might have to do it again, but
there you
they
go.
are slightly different shades, which is good.
Okay, the last one's a loser. That's pretty good. I think
that's the best one. Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep that guy.
Fun.
And then let's go back to, now how do I get back to, I can invert this. I select the background. Oh. Okay, smoky room.
Well, it comes to get sort of the whole table too, though.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let me reset that guy back to what it was. Maybe remove or expand. I tell you what, let's get out of this one. Or pan. Ooh, can I actually pan it? Or expand it? Ooh, I want to get his arm in there. And yeah, let's expand a little bit. Let's see what this does. Now, this is probably going to use up your generation credits, but overall, if you've got the Creative Cloud account, you got I have never gone through in a single day or a month all the credits that I have. I do use other tools, so to be fair, I do have other options. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Okay, now how do I get
Yeah,
out
the
of here?
second one's good.
I'm going to keep that guy. Oh, and then it will. Oh, so freeform is what I did. I could have set it to 16 by 9. Typically, if I'm going for social media, I'm doing 16 by 9, or I'm doing portraits if I'm doing any video kind of content, and that sort of thing. And what's really cool is Adobe Express. You can take 10 of these and make a slideshow really quickly, add music from Adobe Express. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm also an Adobe Express ambassador. But it's so awesome making slideshows over there because you've got audio, video. You can throw in B-roll on your stuff, and then you can have something that's postable and post directly to social media right from Adobe Express. It is a one-stop shop. So every one of my graphic design students is in there trying to start a business because they can literally do anything they want now. So now how do I get back to generative?
All right, after you download, I'm wondering if, see, you go back to generative fill and it's like back to the
Yeah, I'm
general.
trying to figure out how I get in to see my pictures because I don't want to.
It's kind of frustrating that.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think there should be a way for me to go back.
There's favorites, but I'm not sure.
Oh, there's favorites. Ah, there we go. Okay. So we can see, in fact, the good reason to do this is because you can take your prompt. And so, for example, this one, I was just saying, it'd be nice to take this and expand it. And I think well, I'm doing all this for the first time, folks. So I'm literally anxious to see. So I want to
Well, if you go to generate fill, I think you'll be able to choose
generate fill. Then it gives me to expand, and then it gets me to, ooh, can I go widescreen with this? Yes, I can. Look at this.
Let's see how well it builds the house and the bridge.
Yeah, so it's going to take the same context, the same image kind of quality, the color palette. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm in love.
You get nice 3 variations.
That's good. That's a keeper for me. Okay, now how do I get back? So I download that guy. Oh, I'm off to the races. I think I'm ready to go over to Photoshop and make a party out of this.
Yeah, they need to make it clear, like, how do you get back without going back to this main.
There's galleries. Okay. So now I'm back to the galleries. I'm back to my favorites, and I'm back to home. So what you got to do is just click on this button over here. You get back to Firefly's home base. And then I can take
you back to like the first. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is fantastic. You want to take a stab at it?
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
All right. All right. Yeah, man, I'm having fun with this.
Yeah, nice stuff. So let me jump over. So I have a totally different type of image, and here we go. So then with this one, I make sure I select the old prompt, delete, and then this is going to be a Native American inspired Thanksgiving scene. And I'm going to obviously make sure you get rid of your old reference image, especially if it's a scary turkey monster. So I hit, goes away. And, the same way that Rick likes to play with the aspect ratio, I think I'll make mine more of a widescreen, which might get more of the essence of a Thanksgiving scene at the table.
Bigger wings don't get cut off.
That's right. So I'm going to focus on art and then Native American inspired scene, and then just get rid of layered paper at the bottom. So you always want to kind of review what's going on in your space, make sure there's nothing that you had from the last iteration. So I don't want layered paper. And I'm going to hit generate. So it's going to do 4 different kind of banner sized images, horizontal images. And then I'm curious about jumping over and trying it under photo too. So here it's like a Native American inspired Thanksgiving scene.
Wow.
And, I didn't say anything about people. So it's just the kind of the scene itself.
Right.
But there's a nice kind of illustration look to it. Yeah. So what I tend to do is, kind of cycle through, decide which one I like the most, maybe this one, and then download it. And then hit close to get back. And then in this case, I'm going to hit photo. And then I might as well, when I'm going down the effects area, see what might be interesting in terms of lighting or camera angle. maybe golden hour would be appropriate for that. And then color and tone. I don't know if that's redundant if you have golden hour and then you choose warm tone. So maybe I won't choose warm tone. And then for camera angle, let's see. Well, I'm just going to let it be for now. Maybe the next one I'll try. So this one's going to be a photo focused instead of art focused. I hit generate on the bottom right button. Wow. Looks like a real photo. So I don't really get the Thanksgiving table vibe. There we go. That's a little bit more kind of harvest feeling.
It's beautiful light, though.
But yeah, you can create
Yeah,
your
you
own.
can do golden hour, and you can also suggest backlighting and that kind of stuff down at the very bottom there. It's got
Right,
you got golden hour on, yeah.
And that's a nice way to get a quick kind of stock imagery when you choose photography.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to just switch this out to multicultural Thanksgiving celebration, showing diverse families, and then keeping, yeah, I'll get rid of golden hour, and then just keeping it to photo, hit generate. I think when it first had this preview of the 4 at the bottom, I was like, it reminded me of in Express when you are working with a timeline. So I thought, like,
Wow.
is there a way to edit this like a video? But no. So yeah, so then we have
Love
different ones.
that. That's great.
There's still a little bit distortions on some of the edges of the faces or where they're cut out, but it's a good variety.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's all distorted.
One of the things about Adobe is that, and I tested this, I did 4 nurses and 4 doctors. And then I went out and I did the demographic research to find out who is in the United States has, or actually the world, I think I did. What's the percentage of, ethnicity, et cetera, male, female, et cetera. And it was almost perfect in what it rendered. So you ask for multicultural, and you've got basically Asian, Hispanic, black, white, pretty much everybody. And there's a real diversity of look and feel. There are some that lean towards, because this is an international company, of course, and I think it's really nice. You get a real feeling of diversity. I'm kind of delighted by that, honestly. You got representation.
Sure. So with the reference area, there's one that was just sitting there. I kind of like the lighting. So it's just this guy by himself. I clicked on that, and I'm just going to hit generate.
Yeah, so you got that a little bit of backlight. It looks still, but you got a reference of that professional photo studio. Yeah. Huh. Oh.
But it totally took over, though. So
yeah, overwhelmed you have strength really high, right?
Well, the thing that's interesting, though, is I chose it under the style reference, not for composition. I thought if it was composition, it would take over and become this, businessman. But since I chose style, I thought it was just going to take on the coloring of it. But
if you go up to 3 more frames on your left, right there, keep going up. If you a little bit more.
That's it. It doesn't go up higher.
Oh, there it says styles. Do you see it says styles of visual intensity? So that style is there, and that's an intensity 100%. So you're getting 100% style. So if you took that down to 20%, what would happen?
Yeah, but see, that's the strength of the style matching, and that's fine. Like I didn't mind the style and the color. It's just I didn't upload it as a composition reference. I uploaded it as style, just like.
So composition would put them in the same positions. The style is the color and the lighting and the gray background tonalities.
Well, let's see, though, if I bring both of those down, visual intensity and strength. Will it still give me a Thanksgiving celebration?
Yeah. Because there's not even turkey on the table, I don't think.
Yeah, it was like kind of just purely a business meeting after
hours. And
there's a little bit of integration.
So we at least got a turkey out of it. The faces kind of surprised me, though, because they're being trained on stock photography, which is usually really well lit faces.
Yeah, these are distorted and blurred, and
Yeah. Is there a different setting for upscaling even further? I know they changed it over so you've got fast
But I'm
mode.
not even in fast mode, so
Right, right. But I thought there was a double resolution or something. Perhaps when you downloaded it, it goes to higher resolution.
mm.
We've got a couple of new buttons down there in the far right-hand corner where it says generate. What do those guys do?
Well, if you go to regular download, it just downloads. They don't give you any options.
Gotcha.
And then
And
down
that one does.
prompt suggestions,
Enabled, disabled.
and then
And
this
that
one,
just takes away the timeline. Okay.
yeah, timeline
That's
preview,
cool.
yeah. Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, we're experimenting here, so that's fine.
Yeah. Well, that's the cool thing. You guys get to watch us mess up and see if we can do something.
right. You know, once again, the faces are a bit, strange, but
Yeah, for sure.
you have some ideas for next grouping?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Well, a couple things I want to kind of take a look at. So,
Okay, your gallery's up.
here's some really cool stuff. And what I kind of do is I'll come in here and I'll find something like this cat, and then I'll just go in there and add a couple things. So I'm going to go landscape, and I don't want to. Well, you know what? Let's leave it at this: animated 3D carrot feet tabby cat. Instead of a rocker, let's make them. Let's just change this.
You have to give it a Thanksgiving spin.
Yeah. Thanksgiving, pumpkin, Halloween in front of him, a fall leaves falling around him, pathway through a
What does that mean? Halloween in front of
forest in the northeast. Now, what I do is I always, let's just go and get this guy running while we're waiting. I always go through and I use my, oh, wow, there you go. We got pumpkins. Not quite Thanksgiving. I keep going to the wrong one here. Let me go a little bit further. Let me change it from art to photo. And let me give it another type.
You also have synthwave on. I'm not sure if you wanted that or not.
Oh, no, I don't. Oh, yeah, actually, it's kind of cool. Let me see if I can come up with something a little more interesting than synthwave.
Right, different options.
Browse the gallery. I don't have anything with fall colors. Let's do a watercolor thing. Oh, that is synthwave. That doesn't seem like synthwave to me, but okay.
Well, change the style reference. Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay, there's here we go. Let's go for forest. There we go. Reference style. Okay, there we go. So I have a keyboard shortcut set up. Ooh, that's like the lonely, scary cat.
Yeah, some drama there. Huh?
That's some Stephen King stuff going
Can you
on.
click on it? Yeah, to see larger. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit Stephen King for me. It's Cujo the cat.
Looks like a movie. Yeah.
Well, it looks like I've got low res on. Did I change something here? Let me make sure I didn't go to. Yep, I went to fast mode. Okay. So I'm going to use this as my reference. And I'm going to ask for, okay, so this is actually what I wanted to test. You can upscale the one that you like right here. So all it does, instead of rerunning all four, I know I like that one, and now I've got the one I want at the high resolution. So that's how you use fast mode. It uses half the amount of credits. So for those students out there, here's your chance to get twice as many stuff going on, right? And then when you kind of dial it in where you want it, I'm going to go back to this. I kind of like this one anyway, but I'm going to go to upscale it. There we go. And then I can go in there and expand. So really, I've got quite a lot of control. And this is all within the last month, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. And I go widescreen. Bingo. So you start low res, you lose fewer credits. Then you go to high res, and then you come over here, you do your retouching, all within the same application. Awesome. Don't forget to download, and don't forget to keep it, and don't forget to click back on, let's see, did it work? It got me back there anyway. So click on, the icon for Adobe Firefly. Also, when you're Adobe Express, do the same thing. If you feel like you're lost, there's too many paths, you just went down Adobe Express, it can be a bit overwhelming. So you might want to do that. So I liked these, and now I can go back and take a look at any of them that I like, and maybe make some changes. So does anybody in the chat here want to suggest a couple of changes I might make to any of these? Who wants to see something? I'll leave it open for you. In fact, what I'm going to do is a couple of these. I'm going to do one right now. Let's see, a turkey riding an alligator. Cats playing golf. Here we go. We got to do cats playing golf. There we go. So I'm going to add.
Get rid of the prompt.
Okay, this is going to be, widescreen. And I'm just
Pilgrim outfits, though. That's good.
Generate this all by itself. So this is cats playing golf. Okay, that's sad and wrong. Okay, let me change the aspect ratio. So now here's why you change the aspect ratio. These are tall cats, and I want to get from head to toe and make them big. So I'm going to go to portrait mode.
Bottom left one looks like they're playing pool.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody. It's putt-putt, maybe, but yeah, it does look like pool, doesn't it? Let me go ahead and do it.
Putt-putt, right? Yeah.
Miniature golf. This is why you do it fast mode, so you can render out and no. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna. I'm not happy with that. So
faces are weird. Yeah.
Yeah, those are too janky for me. Okay, so add a Thanksgiving feast and nearby picnic table. Oh, I don't need that, do I? Oh, it's suggesting that. Okay. I didn't ask for that.
Text prompt thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you turn this little guy on, it's going to help you out generate better prompts. I'm going to disable it because I had a good prompt. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. So I'm going to go make it again. Let's see if this is better. Sometimes it will make it better, meaning that it'll throw out junk words. But if you were to go off, okay, that's horrible. I forgot to shoot. Oh, that's better. This is without the junk words that it gave me. I'm going to go back to portrait again. You can see this little guy is fast. And the fact that you've got the ability to go back and kind of put things together. And then also think about it. You make a slideshow out of this. So, for those who missed the thing today, maybe I should make a slideshow out of this. Here we go. So now this works a little bit better. And
the faces are better too.
Yeah. And this is low res. Okay. So this cost me half the price.
So then, you hover and then you go to the upscale icon top right.
Yeah. Yep. There we go. Now we're talking. So you don't waste the extra credits. You get to what you want. Then you upscale it. You download it. Then you add it to anything that you want, to your favorites. So view my favorites. There they are. Now it's got added to that. So this gives you a round trip. Now, these are all brand new things. So I'm literally sitting here. Boy, I'm not sure what I'm doing is right, to be honest with you, right? So I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Let me see if I can get back in there. If you go back to Adobe Firefly, the logo in the top left-hand corner, you can come down and see this generative AI. This is video, so you can join the wait list right now. Don't tell anybody, but everybody can do this. So get in there soon. As soon as it comes out, you'll be the first ones to go, look at what I did all over social media, right? Also, the new fast mode, so try it. Text to image, that's what we've been doing all day. But generative fill is what we added. And that's new right within Firefly. Generate a template. This is over in Adobe Express, right? And there's other things. Consider joining the community, right? So in the top right-hand corner, you should know that right up here, it says join the Firefly community. Now, I've kind of already gone over there to show you what's there. So if you want to learn stuff like what you just learned here today, here's your place to go. Look at all the cool stuff in Firefly. Materials is a new thing. The new things in Photoshop. So you sit here and watch this. What is this about? I don't think I even knew about it, right? And you can watch the video now. So now you can upload materials from Adobe's 3D applications and generate and use the style of it. Oh, man. You know what, Andrew? We're going to have to do another show because this by itself is worth its own TV show, I think.
Well, it'd be nice when the video option comes out. Then we can do one just on that.
Yeah, I'm ready. Just let me know. And there's all kinds of other pro tips. So if this wasn't enough and you missed Halloween, there you go. Take a look and be a part of the community. You can also join the community when it comes to putting in information, So here is the forum, and there's also a Discord forum as well. You can come in here and say, hey, I got a bug that I want to report. There you go. That's where you do it. guess what Andrew and I do in our spare time when we're not making great artwork, right? And turkeys playing golf. We come in here and help out people, and that's the idea. You can also do it every language there is. So all the conversations, featured conversations. So this is a place just like Discord is, that you can go find out about the other communities. So if you want to join and also post to the community, just post there. You have to sign in with your Adobe credentials, or for free, doesn't matter. You can sign in with your Gmail to get you started. And then as you get more interested and you see the capabilities, you're like, wow. So what's the content credentials? I kind of talked about this before, but it's a new feature that's going to be in all the Adobe applications, which are really cool. That means you can say, I own that piece of property right here. And that's now rolling out as we speak inside every application. That means
And I wanted to show a little quick feature before
yeah,
we
let's
wrap up today. So,
oh, your turn.
all right, so go back here and then switch the view. Okay.
Who do we got still signed into us here? Somebody tell us.
Oh, Andrea took off.
Oh, okay.
Happy Thanksgiving. So
hopefully people who watch this later. I'm going to try to get Andrew some PDFs of my prompts and stuff. So maybe we'll just post it as a PDF on there. So if you guys want to play with some of our prompts today, I'm more than happy to share.
So you'll notice that the interface looks different. So I'm in Photoshop. So I just wanted to remind people that if you go into Photoshop, I'm in Photoshop 2025. You'll notice that you would have to create a document first. So I just do Command N. And then there's all these kind of different presets. I tend to use 2048 by 2048. I'm just going to call it, Firefly. And I don't know why the size is so small. There we go. Okay, there we go. 2048 by 2048 at 72. Doesn't matter if it's a black or white background. And you'll notice in this contextual taskbar at the bottom, which you can move around. And then if you go to the three dots, you can also hide the bar or pin it into position. Automatically, it says generate image. You could also get that. You could have access to that by going to the edit menu, and then there's generate image. And I've changed the keyboard shortcut over to Command G, which is nice. But the minute you click on it, generate image, you have a very similar interface as Firefly. So then what I do is I just paste the prompt, a whimsical forest filled with animals preparing for Thanksgiving, choose art. I could choose all these other different style options, but I'm just going to hit generate.
So this is Firefly built into Photoshop, huh?
Yeah, but Firefly built right into Photoshop. So nice. If you know that you're going to do different things in Photoshop. And so the thing is, sometimes you get different kind of image quality too. So I like to jump back and forth. And of course you get 3 variations, so I can click on it. So that's pretty good. That's like a nice kind of.
And you can up-res the resolution that you just got too.
Well, the thing is, I set it to 2048 by 2048.
No, I'm saying over in the prompt itself, where you got the 3 options. Each image you can up-res at the last minute that you generated. Yeah, right there. So if you click right in the image itself, go to the image, top right-hand corner, you can. Oh,
yeah, I don't see that though.
The new version does have it, especially when you've done. So
maybe you're thinking of Photoshop Beta, but when it comes to images like this, like I said, I made it 2048 by 2048.
Yeah.
But I do subscribe to Topaz Photo AI. So in my actions, I could just click on Topaz Photo AI and then upscale it even more so.
It's a great tool.
I'm trying to get the Photoshop team to recreate the whole kind of interface for Topaz Photo AI inside Photoshop.
That'd be awesome.
I just quickly wanted to just show you that, let you know that inside your Photoshop itself, the minute you create a new empty document, you can generate an image, just like Adobe Firefly, but inside Photoshop.
And I saw some other options in there. It seems like you have some style options in there as well, huh?
Yeah, I think so. But we're at time, so I wanted to give a shout out to our different socials. So thanks everyone for watching, and just wanted to remind you to You can follow Rick online if you go to his bit.ly. So that's still good, right?
Yep, still
Bit.ly.
good. I mean, you just put my name in there. You're going to find me on YouTube and
I think for
everywhere.
both of us, if you do a search,
Yeah.
probably a lot of,
We're both pretty public, I think. And man, I tell you, you're crushing it in all the socials. You rebuilt your Photoshop and Lightroom group, and it's now.
and then they gave it to me back.
Yeah. How many people you got all together?
So I think I created a new Photoshop and Lightroom group, and I've gotten it to build up in only a few months all the way to 145,000.
Wow.
And then I checked the old Photoshop and Lightroom group that I had archived because it had some violations, which I think are just mistakes from their bots.
Yeah.
And then they took away the violations and they brought up the group quality status to green instead of yellow. And then that one, I opened it up to the public again, and that now is at 385,000.
Holy
So we have
moly.
two, Photoshop and Lightroom groups, which are total more than 500,000.
Yeah.
And,
So if you want 500,000 people doing some really cool stuff, follow Drew, man. I'm telling you.
I wish we could merge the two groups. That would be nice, right?
Yeah, right.
So, but let me go over that. So first is, you can find Rick online by just either searching
Type
his
his
name. You could also, to make it easier, if there's any other Rick McCawleys, you could probably put his name and then say Adobe or digital artist.
Yeah.
And then,
Or AI.
yeah, AI, exactly. And then for me, the recording will be up on my YouTube. So consider subscribing for more AI art and digital art focused live streams and tutorials. That's at youtube.com/@DrewCav. That's youtube.com/DrewCav. Or you could just go to YouTube and just search for Drew Cav on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Andrew.Kavanagh. Follow my digital artist Drew Cav page on Facebook, facebook.com/digital artist Drew. And then I should have got my blue sky in here. Maybe I'll grab that real quick.
Oh, yeah. All of us are moving to blue sky, folks. Join us because it's really a place for artists and
there's
showing
a
off your
Photoshop
work.
and Lightroom group too.
Yeah, it's a great community and it's really building up fast. So if you're disenchanted with X or whatever, come join us. We're a bunch of fun people having a good time. It's all positivity, not much negativity. And I know being thankful for being at peace is an awesome thing. Thank you again, Andrew, for joining. Let me join you today.
So here's the Drew Cav at Blue Sky. So it's drewcav.bsky.social.
Yeah,
it's building up pretty good.
Blue Sky Social as well. So
yeah,
everywhere is that.
Cool. And maybe I'll go back and put those links in the descriptive of this recording as well. So
fantastic.
So,
well, thanks, Andrew. We got a lot to be thankful, especially your friendship today. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good friend here, just saying long time since I saw you. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. The recording will be on my YouTube, and then that link will also be shared to the various groups. And yeah, keep an eye out for the top featured posts of those Facebook groups. That is where we will make posts about what upcoming live events are happening. I think we're going to be doing a Firefly 4, that group that we have, doing a winter extravaganza next week.
Okay.
And keep your eye out for other ones that I announced for me and Rick. So me and Rick will do some other AI art focused ones, and maybe we'll do a dabble with not just Firefly, but showing some of the other ones like he talked about, like such as Kriya, Ideogram, Leonardo. Do you use Midjourney too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
since version 1. Yep.
Yeah.
I look at my pictures in version 1. I'm just like, this is funny, right?
Yeah.
So peace, love, hope, and happy Thanksgiving to you all. Thank you, Andrew, for your friendship and your kindness.
Yeah, it was a great fun day. And thanks everybody, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one.